Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we're going to be featuring battles from the OU draft, which is overused. This is the Dream Division with some of the best Master League classic battlers in the entire world. The OU stands for overuse. If you're familiar with Smogon or main series battling, then essentially this is like the second tier of Pokemon. So this is Master League Classic with bans. The rules are at the top, which you can see up there. They include the following Pokemon are banned: Mega Charizard X and Y, Mega Gyarados, Mega Blastoise, Mega Gengar, Mega Houndoom, Dialga, Melmetal, both Giratinas, Palkia, Zekrom, Reshiram, Dragonite, Garchomp, Zacian, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Groudon, Kyogre, Mewtwo, but Armored is allowed, Zarude, and Meloetta. Essentially all the best Pokemon in Master League, and that leaves this like second tier Pokemon that are still really strong, but they're a little bit weaker for various reasons than these Pokemon. But this meta also includes Mega Pokemon, which you'll see a number of different teams have. There's going to be 8 rounds, I believe, and we're going to be featuring the winner's perspective, Heartbroken Kid. Again, this is a round robin draft, so they don't necessarily have to win every round, but obviously winning every round would be advantageous. So they picked as their first pick, very, very interesting. They picked Mew as their first pick, which I think is probably pretty strong given its versatility in a draft format. They picked Zamazate, Landers Incarnate, Jirachi, Rhyperior, and Hydreigon. While their opponent's first pick was Mega Abomasnow, but all the Megas I don't have the images for, and the ones I used to create the default one, so I had to add it after the fact. And then they have Gudra, Yveltal, Armored Mewtwo, Chandelure, and Regirock. Yes, Regirock in Master League. For those that are not familiar with these draft type formats or custom metas, they might be a little bit surprised, but Regirock, pretty interesting pick. So when you took a look here, I think you run like for sure you run Mew, right? Mew has good matchups against two for sure in the Mewtwo and Chandelure, and then you can customize the moveset. For obviously you have to be careful of the Yveltal. The Yveltal you could kind of take care of with a number of different Pokemon, Hydreigon, Rhyperior, Landorus Incarnate, but obviously, or even Zamazata. Sorry. So I think there's like a number of different counters for it. And then you just gotta figure what your second moves are, or your charge moves are going to be are for the Mew. So obviously, something to do with Rock, Dragon, and Grass Ice is kind of tough, to be honest. Because if you pick Fire, then obviously Gudra and Regirock will resist it. If you pick something like Ice, then obviously Abomasnow will take neutral damage from it. So maybe Ice Beam and like Flame Charge. But obviously you can only have so many TMs. Yeah. Besides that, I think Mew, even Zamazata could have some play. Obviously, be careful of the armored Mewtwo, but it does have Snarl, and I believe it has Crunch. And then for sure you have something for the Yveltal, either Rhyperior or Landers would be appropriate picks. But there's 4 battles for every round 11-1, so I'm gonna update the score after each set. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. Hopefully, if I've adjusted the speed appropriately, we're gonna have Rhyperior into Gudra. This should be a pretty neutral matchup. Oh my gosh, it is a water gun. Gudra, what the heck? Okay, I was not expecting. These water guns are absolutely decimating. I wouldn't shield this muddy water. I think you still live it. Oh my gosh, they power whipped it. They power whipped. Oh my gosh. Okay. Actually did pick the moveset that I suggested, which was Flame Charge Ice Beam. Obviously, that's, in my opinion, I think the best moveset, but oh my gosh, Gudra actually survived there. Very tanky Pokemon. This should be. Oh my gosh, it's another power whip. This thing. This Gudra is going off. Oh my goodness. Okay, here comes the Yveltal as expected. And then here comes Armored Mewtwo. This is going to be a very difficult battle right now. Gonna throw the Crunch, which is gonna deal super effective damage, but Armor Mewtwo is an absolute beast, right? So it really doesn't care for did get the defense fall, which is quite nice. Gonna look to perhaps grab the second shield, but I don't imagine this Armor Mewtwo is gonna shield again, especially since this Zambazata is gonna be quite low, and plus they need to preserve a shield on the Eveltal. So, oh my gosh, they do shield. Okay, that's actually. But the thing is, one Ice Beam probably doesn't KO. It definitely doesn't KO, right? So, um, gonna need to land two. Did get the extra Shadow Claw in, and so gonna have to shield this for sure, right? And I think you okay. Gonna go for the Flame Charge first, and then maybe that's enough. I don't. Maybe. Okay, a little bit of lag here. Okay, that's okay. That Snarl won't register. Um, and it is enough to take it out. Okay, gonna have to get to the Flame Charge though. Oh man, gets confusion down. Um, okay, I was not expecting the Water Gun Gudra. Okay, so this is in theory a good matchup, right? For Zamazata, right? Because the close combat is cheaper than the Focus Blast. Um, okay, okay, gonna go for the Crunch. I imagine you dump both Crunches here, but let's see. Maybe you dump one and then switch to Mew. Yeah, I like this play too. Um, I do expect the Mewtwo had to have dynamic punch. So I expect this to be a Psy Strike. Yeah. And then the Shadow Claw down should be fine here. Yeah, gonna reach another one. That's totally fine though. Um, okay, and then immediately okay. Gonna throw the Ice Beam, which is gonna do a lot of damage. Gonna try to reach another one. Okay. Gonna let this go. Honestly, I think you go High Dragon here. Okay. Gonna go throw the. Okay. Gonna throw the Close Combat, which I think is fine. I don't know how much sense it makes sense to stay in though. Okay. Gonna throw and then immediately swap. Okay. Gonna let it go. Gonna trust in High Dragon. Really hope that there's no. Okay, it's Gudra in the back. This should be a very straightforward match. Um, gonna throw the Dark Pulse here. The opponent's basically conceding, right? Because they could have threw a Muddy Water. They decide to just Water Gun down. Very nice prediction in the back, and gonna be able to easily Dragon Breath down this Eveltal. So it's now 1-1 in this best of four, not even best of four, round four battles, I guess. I don't know how to say it. So obviously wants to go for the close combat, taking neutral damage. Just a power whip. Okay, not a big deal. Gonna go for the close combat. Does have to be careful that they don't catch a second close combat onto Armor Mewtwo, for example. Gonna throw the Crunch just in case there. But honestly, I don't think the Crunch KOs, so this is gonna be okay. Okay, it does drop the defense. Oh, we're gonna see Regirock here. Regirock not afraid of the potential Flash Cannon. It's obviously wants to go for the Focus Blast to deal super effective damage to this High Dragon. We're gonna see whether or not a shield's gonna come up. Not expecting the bait. They do not bait, and gonna look to throw the Dark Pulse at this Regirock before it makes it to another move. It's probably pretty close to one, but we don't see the shield come up, and we see Eveltal come through. This is looking pretty good. Oh, tried to catch the move there. Gonna shield. Let's see whether or not they bait. They do bait this time. Gonna go for the Dragon Pulse. No baiting on the heartbroken kid side. And this is looking really good right now. They honestly could just Dark Pulse. Gonna go for the crunch, and this is looking pretty okay. Probably could have farmed more here, to be honest, because pretty sure they were pretty dry. And obviously just wants to land this close combat. Zata should just barely win CMP versus the Eveltal. Pretty sure it has the same stats as Zacian. And they have like the like net attack is like 200 something, 226 or something, versus the Eveltal is like 222 or something, 226. Okay. Honestly, Rapier can definitely live a Focus Blast, but gonna shield. Okay, very curious on what the play is here. Gonna throw the Surf, does not KO. We're experiencing some lag here, but that's okay. Gonna throw the Surf, and we're gonna see. Oh man, definitely get out of there. And then here comes. This is looking really good right now. Definitely wants to make it to the Dragon Pulse. Let's see how they want to play this. Oh, they let it go. Honestly, you just shield this. You shield this and then okay, don't shield it. Okay. Snarl it down. Okay. Um Honestly, I'm not 100% sold on this is a Dark Pulse, right? I'm not 100% sold on the planet because I think uh just the super effective Dragon Breath damage would do a lot, right? So gonna throw both close combats and look to switch. And then obviously the rapier is gonna look to get to the okay, gonna switch right away. And then you just let this go. For sure you let this go. Oh man, okay. No muddy water, I guess. Um Man, I don't know if a close combat KO is here, right? So okay. And then you just go for the crunch. Look to drop the defense, okay? Uh and they basically said GG, and that's it for the first round. And picking up a very nice 3-1, and we're gonna go ahead and go on to the second round. All right, we are in the second round. Again, a round robin format. Went 3-0, the 3-1 in the previous format. I realized that the being broken is actually not up like capitalized, but that's okay. All right, the second round opponent is Stefan with Gyarados. Actually had Mega Ampharos as their first pick. Well, obviously, I don't have the Mega images defaulted, so I have to put it at the end. But they have Gyarados, Genesect, Togekiss, Regice, Tyranitar, and Mega Ampharos. Um, so again, Mew is a Swiss Army knife, right? So you want something for flying. Okay, so like maybe like again, flame charge ice beam is okay here, right? Because Mega Ampharos is actually a dragon type. You'd only hit the Gyarados for neutral with the ice beam, and then you at least be able to hit the Tyranitar for neutral. But Tyranitar is something you get to maybe worry about. But Rhyperior also looks pretty strong here, depending on what moveset the Gyarados has. Could be kind of tough for it, but it would do really well against the Ampharos. Would do good against the Regice, Togekiss, depending on what moveset. Possibly Tyranitar, but neutral. But it would be good against Tyranitar, at least decent with it because it would have the Surf. And then to be honest, even Jirachi looks kind of okay here. Um, but yeah, let's see what they decide to bring. I expect this to be a very competitive round. Gonna bring the Mew, and we're gonna see what moveset they have. They do have the Flame Charge Ice, so interesting. Maybe not sure what they're trying to draw out here. This is probably a Dragon Pulse. It's going to do a lot of damage because this thing is an absolute beast. Unfortunately, I think that Volt Switch does KO the... Maybe? It does KO, right? Because got debuffed, which is not very good here. So, going to go into Rhyperior. So, Rhyperior actually has a pretty good matchup. Obviously, Had to be careful of potential magnet bombs, but doesn't have to worry about techno blasts. Oh my gosh, they're throwing a techno blast. What the heck? They must have Exeter as the other move. I would definitely just okay. That's questionable. Um, okay. Oh, it's water. It's water technoblast. Okay, never mind. Okay, I completely forgot. This is the Douse one. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. And for some, why did they throw the? Okay. Um, looks like they could have. Okay, interesting. Um, curious what they have in the bag. This rock wrecker is gonna do a lot of damage. Um, definitely want to try to farm down here. Question is, do they have a Dragon Pulse? They do. Gonna look to farm down. Oh man, this is bad news right now. Probably needs to land the Blizzard. I think the right. No, there's no way the Rhyperior would survive an Earthquake at that health. But you need to commit to the. Oh man, losing by one turn there. Um, and they do go for the Blizzard. The EQ probably would have been enough, but it's hard to say. It would have been probably pretty close there. Rocking Volts, I'm not entirely. Oh, okay. I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, let me just do these other battles here. Kind of put it in weird order. But anyways, this is actually the fourth battle here, but that's okay. Gonna go into. I guess that's why you have the Volt Switch. But the Volt Switch is like a million times resisted by Mega Ampharos, and Mega Ampharos taking that Ice Beam like a champ, and gonna go for the Flame Charge. I'm not. They're just gonna Thunder Punch you, right? I'm not entirely sold on this particular strategy here because Mew certainly loses CMP, and they're just two away from another punch. And obviously these Volt Switches are not doing very much damage. Okay, gonna try to win Switch at all costs here. But honestly, like Tokius absolutely destroys this team. Um, this is quite bad here. This is I guess this is more than quite bad. Um, God, you throw the. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely terrible right now. Um, okay. Oh man, this is man. Tokius is absolutely botting this team right now. I expect this to be the flamethrower. Oh my gosh, they're carrying Dazzling Gleam. Okay, all right, we're gonna. Okay, so down 0-2 so far. Um, we're gonna see Zambazata into Gyarados. This should be a pretty alright matchup. It is the waterfall version of the Gyarados, so do expect it to throw some Aqua Tails. Try to CMP tie with the Gyarados. Let's see if it was successful in the CMP tie. Does get an extra one through. This is 7. It's just an Aqua Tail. Okay, gonna go into Rhyperior. Definitely not gonna shield the first one. Gonna have to throw at this Mega Ampharos. That Dragon Pulse still does a lot of damage. Okay, gonna throw right before they make it to another one. This Rockbreaker should be able to KO. And then we're gonna see the Gyarados come in. They're both doing super effective damage to each other, but obviously they're throwing double super effective. Zamazata does win CMP. Okay, but um expect this just to be an Aqua Tail. Doesn't do that much damage. And then here comes oof. These X's are going to come hot and heavy right now, right? So obviously a flame charge would KO, but these fury cards are really adding up. We're gonna see. Oh man, they're gonna get to 2, right? Um, okay, gonna double close combat. Let's see if. Okay, gonna throw another close combat. Let's see if this is enough to take out. Genesect is very squishy, so it is enough to take it out. Shouldn't survive one waterfall. Okay. And then 1 volt. Oh god. Okay, just barely able to take it out. And now we're 1-2. Let's see whether or not I can tie it up. So Mew versus the Gyarados is why you TM'd the Volt Switch, right? This is the exact matchup that you're looking at. Gonna go for the flame charge and then look to switch to Zamazata here. Obviously, going to get hit by this Techno Blast, which I didn't even realize that. I guess you could tell by the back. That is the water version of it. Oh my gosh, it did so much damage. Um, is this the area hit too? Okay, no, this is X Scissor. Okay, makes sense. Um, gonna throw. Honestly, I think should have built up to 2 close combats because I don't expect them to shield this. Yeah, questionable play there. Um, If they shield us, that's gonna be kind of iffy here. They decide not to shield. I guess that would burn the last shield, so makes sense not to. We do expect the Gyarados to come in and farm down. They get 2 waterfalls. Obviously gonna go into Mew, and we're gonna see what's in the back. Probably the Mega Ampharos. Okay. Probably gonna shield this. Expecting it to be a crunch. Oh, it's an Aqua Tail. Okay, totally fine. Oh, it's a Tokiss. Okay. And this is looking really good right now. I can basically just farm down this Tokius pretty much all the way. And you don't even have to worry about... now we know why. Okay, gonna throw the Surf. Though I think they got a Waterfall through, so I think that should KO. Oh, yeah. It doesn't really matter here. Can get to the Ice Beam. These Volt Switches are gonna do enough anyways. This Ice Beam is not gonna KO the Gyarados, but we're gonna be all tied up at two apiece. The opponent deciding to concede, and we're all tied at 2 apiece. And so going 5-3 after 2 rounds, we're gonna see how Heartbroken Kid is gonna perform in round number 3. All right, we are into round number 3. The opponent has Excadrill, Metagross, Sylveon, Surfetch, Samurott, and actually Mega Beedrill was the Mega they chose. I think they chose as third or something like that. Okay, so when I look at this team, I really like Mew here. I like Mew with like Surf and Wild Charge. For sure, Surf, right? Or Flame Charge. Or Flame Charge, honestly. I don't think you need Ice Beam, right? Well, maybe Flame Charge Surf looks pretty good here. Obviously, Charmer is going to be a little bit of concern. Could bring Jirachi. Could also bring High Dragon here. But obviously, be careful of the Sylveon. I do expect the opponent to bring a Sylveon. There's really no reason not to besides the Jirachi. Um, and then can you really can't necessarily bring the Excadrill would struggle against the Zamazata and the Landers, but still playable matchups. But let's go ahead and see what they bring. So we're gonna see the Landers versus Sylveon. So as expected, basically go to 7 and throw the Earth Power is personally what I would do. Okay, gonna go 10 and then throw it. So they're at 7 charms, so they're 1 away from Psyshock. Oh, interesting. They're not throwing. Looks like they're intending to charm down. But I think this Landorus is a really good deny as well. Okay, they actually do end up throwing. Could make it to another one, but it looks like it's gonna let it go. Oh, they undercharged there. That's fine though. And then probably right. Okay, gonna Shadow Claw all the way down. Very unlikely that they would make it to a Moonblast. This is probably just a shock and doesn't do very much damage. Gonna look to farm down all the way down with Mew. And we're gonna see what they have in the back. Okay, it must be double steel. Like I can't expect maybe it's Surfetch in the back. I can't really see another reason why you'd bring Metagross, something weak to Shadow Claw, and they potentially have Flame Charge. Should be able to survive these bullet punches to make it to another one, but they should beat it to it. Okay, no, they don't. Let's see what's in the back. This Mew is absolutely buffed up. It is the Surfetch here, Oh, that's actually really bad here if they don't make it to the flame charge. And probably should have threw the grass knot here, but didn't want to reveal the second move set, which I think is reasonable. Obviously, going to reveal the Rhyperior here, and gonna shield this. Gonna have to reveal the they end up Night Slashing here. Gonna have to reveal the fast move, which is end up being Mud Slap here, which makes sense for this team. Really nice play. I think the opponent could have made it to the side shock sooner, so I do expect it to throw it sooner and not throw it on the CMP. It should be 8, right? 8 charms, because they should be at 7 right now, right? Because 10 mud shots there, so they do end up shielding. Oh, a weird desync there. Honestly, I would just throw straight rock slide because I think 2 rock slides would probably KO at this range, but maybe it wouldn't. So gonna definitely no shield the. Actually, no. Oh, just barely able to survive the charm damage and able to get this rock slide off. So I don't expect the shield to come up because they definitely do not want to get farmed down again. And here comes Mega B Drill. So expect Rhyperior to come out. They will have Drill Run though. Okay, gonna switch out right away. Gonna have to take the first Night Slash though, and then look to throw the Flame Charge. But you can't really shield it. The tricky part here is that you can't really shield, but you kind of have to shield, right? They actually end up calling the Flame Charge there. Okay. Gonna have to Shadow Claw down. There's not really any other choice, but they're gonna. Looks like they're gonna make it. Yeah. Probably should have threw the Grass Knot there, but it was a tough call. Um, and then they're gonna be able to drill run this Rhyperior, which Rhyperior is pretty tanky. Honestly, we'll probably be able to survive one drill run. Yeah, but there's just no way here. The poison jabs are just gonna be able to take you out. Not Sab drill run. Rhyperior can definitely take it, but it was just going to be really tough. The Mega Beedrill was a really nice pick for the back line. Oh my gosh, that's very bad. Gonna go to Zamazata here. Gonna be met by Sylveon. Ugh, that is nasty there. Gonna go for the crunch. Hoping for the defense drops. Okay. Oh, that's actually really bad there. It's really bad. That's exceptionally bad. Uh, Definitely let this go. There's absolutely no way you can mud slap down now. If would have been able to land the close combat, I think like close combat's like about that range. So now they're gonna have to think about whether or not they want to shield. And this is not looking great here, honestly. Could easily get sniped too. Gonna throw the surf. Honestly, probably should did like at least one more. Gonna have to switch out right away. There's no way they survived the. Oh, it's Fury Cutter. It's Fury Cutter. Okay, very nice identification there. Actually, I didn't realize that. Oh man. Okay, they throw the Hydro Cannon. Oh man, this is looking really bad here. Oof. Okay, so now, yeah, might as well just let this go. This game's over here, right? I actually didn't realize this Fury Cutter. Okay, and they actually show their second Pokemon here. But it really doesn't matter. This Rock Slide probably wouldn't KO the Mega Beedrill. We're gonna throw it anyways. And then just gonna get poison jab down. Oof, okay, let's see whether or not Heartbroken Kid's gonna be able to salvage this set and make it 2-2. Okay, oh, Jirachi. This is neutral damage, right? These confusions are gonna add up. This should be a Hydro Cannon. And gonna look to land the Psychic. They get to another Hydro. Psychic probably would KO, would definitely KO at this health range. Try to switch to Doom Desire, but I don't expect the Samurott to. Okay, they actually do shield. Okay. The Doom Desire is resisted, but Samurott not the most tankiest Pokemon. I think you let this go. Kind of a tough backline though, to be honest, to deal with this. So gonna go into Mew. Okay, this is actually okay. Gonna look to throw the flame charge, but they get to these moves really quick here. So gonna let this go. I don't think this flame charge will KO, but it will do a pretty good amount of damage. And then gonna look to farm down. Very nice. And we're gonna see Sylveon come in. Honestly, just definitely throw the grass knot here. And I think you don't transfer the charm damage. You just let it go down. Yeah. And then you definitely need to land the earth power. But there's no rush to throw, right? You should go to 100. Okay. We're gonna throw here. But as long as as long as you have the shield there, just didn't want any desync there. But this is looking pretty good right now. Just need to land the rock slide. Hope that they don't have two hydros. They shouldn't. They should be relatively dry, and gonna be able to come out of this set 2-2, and after a pretty solid start, we're gonna see how Heartbroken Kid's obviously gonna have to come with some 4-0s in these later rounds to be able to win this draft. So I'll see everyone in the fourth round. All right. After two tough rounds in round number 2 and 3, we're off to round number 4. With this opponent has Latios, Raikou, Kyurem, Victini, Rayquaza, and then Mega Venusaur was their Mega. That's probably their first choice. Kind of an interesting team. Obviously, I really like Mew here. Obviously, with Shadow Claw, I don't know what moveset you run. Ice Beam, obviously, Ice Beam looks really appealing here. So maybe like Ice Beam and Flame Charge would probably be the desired moveset, or even Ice Beam and Surf or something like that. I don't know what you use Surf for. Surf for the Victini. But if we look at the what else we could bring, like Zamazata looks okay, right? The crunch would still hit neutral or super effective versus this entire team. Close combat would hit super effective against the Kyurem. Uh, I'm not necessarily like a, and then maybe High Dragon here. High Dragon, considering that, yeah, High Dragon. High Dragon. There's a lot of Dragon Breath though. It's really tough here. I think Mew is Zama Zante, whatever you want to call it. Mew and High Dragon is personally what I would go with. But let's see whether so. As expected, pretty safe lead. I'm actually going with Jirachi here. Oh, this is an Ice Fang. Oh my gosh, jeez, what the heck? Okay, I didn't realize it had Ice Fang. This should be a. Oh my, why? I guess for the Rhyperior and for the Landers. That's an interesting. Okay. Okay. The confusions are gonna obviously take this thing out. Obviously gonna go High Dragon here. High Dragon resisting everything that has typically has Psychic, Overheat, V Create. So do expect this to be a V Create. Does a lot of damage. And here comes the Venusaur. Okay, very nice. I guess yeah, this is looking really good right now. Can basically just confusion down this Venusaur. This Mega Venusaur does hit quite hard, but the resistance really helps Jirachi in this case. So they actually end up shielding, but this is like a foregone conclusion. You definitely don't need to shield. I would just confusion all the way down, and maybe just throw the Doom Desire at the okay. You just let this go, right? Just literally Dragon Breath down this entire team. Yeah, this is a game over here. I would shield this, and then I believe this drops the defense, right? If they V create, so basically you can just drag. But this is just game over here, right? You could let this go. It doesn't really matter. Gonna shield it, and then like two Dragon Breaths are gonna take it out, and then you just basically just farm down this Venusaur, and that's gonna be game over there. Really nice team comp there. I'm making some really nice predictions in the back. We're gonna have Landers versus Venusaur. Obviously, okay, gonna look to bait out the. Oh my gosh, the Rayquaza here with this Dragon Tail. interesting. Gonna throw the Dark Pulse here. We're gonna see whether or not Rayquaza can survive these Dragon Breaths. These Dragon Tail OP. Obviously gonna look to Mudshot down here. Okay, gonna take it on Jirachi. Oh man, honestly, this outrage is gonna hurt though. Oh, it's a hurricane. Okay. Oh man, using a leg. Oh my gosh, they got a Shundo off the research thing. Is that correct? Okay. Oh man, Victini absolutely demolishes Jirachi though. Um, Obviously the confusions are double resisted. Okay, and then here comes the Venusaur. Actually, having outrage on this Landorus here that's a pretty interesting moveset. Um, I just don't necessarily see the win con quite yet. Um, Obviously, gonna look to throw the Rock Slide. The Venusaur would survive, so I think you shield this. But the thing you really can't shield because then they're just gonna double up on the V create. Um, you gotta farm down. Oh man, this is just game over here, right? There's just no way to win here. Yeah, they're just gonna double up on V create. I don't know what the plan is here. Uh, Honestly, this game's over anyways, right? So, um, this game is way over. Um, they still have a shield here, right? And this V create absolutely like when it's the battle of the mythicals, Victini just reigns supreme in this particular matchup. All right, so 1-1 so far. We're gonna see whether or not Heartbroken Kid's gonna be able to pick up some more points here. Very nice read. This is actually a really dominating matchup, and actually coming to Rayquaza onto a SmackDown version of. Oh my gosh! Okay. Um, okay, they actually do have outrage. Um, we're gonna see what's in the bag. Oh my goodness! This Rhyperior is absolutely going off right now. Should be able to survive the Ice Fangs to get to the. Oh, they have Dragon Breath now. What? What? Did they have Ice Fang earlier? Am I crazy? Or was I uh am I crazy? Wasn't they Blizzard there? Okay. And again, High Dragon absolutely destroys Victini. Um you probably don't even need to shield this. But they oh my gosh, they throw the double resistant psychic there. Um um Questionable, but that's okay. I guess they could have been does it have Dazzling Gleam? I'm not sure if let me actually check here. Okay, we're gonna go to the fourth and final game. We're gonna see whether or not we're gonna see Victini. Maybe Victini does have Dazzling Gleam. It does not. It has Focus Blast though. Okay. Okay. So it could have Focus Blast. Um was I crazy? Um okay, a little bit of lag here. Gonna throw the surf. And okay, this is another Dragon Claw. Not a problem though. And then can obviously that SmackDown will KO. We're gonna see. And then gonna throw the Surf. Obviously, this is not gonna get shielded by the Venusaur. And the Venusaur will be able to farm down, but looking really good here. You definitely come Jirachi. And no shield. Expected to be the Victini in the back. There's the Victini. And unfortunately, Victini has met its match. Honestly, I just wouldn't shield anything. Because they need to land like. Oh my gosh, that psychic did absolutely no damage. Um, they're going for the double V create. Just let them. Just let them. Right? Like there's not. Oh my gosh, they go for the psychic again. Are we serious here? Um, uh, you just throw two dark pulses, and then switch and throw the Doom Desire. Yeah, I don't. I think there might be one short of the Doom Desire, but this game's over anyways, right? So, or just go for the psychic. Might as well just go for the psychic. Probably gonna no shield this and this or shield it for out of courtesy here, but it really doesn't matter at this point in time. And this is gonna be GG. Heartbroken Kid actually going up 3-1 in this fourth round, making a little bit of a comeback, trying to climb and win this draft. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the fifth round. All right, we are in round number 5, going against August 13. Actually, I believe I'm missing an S, but that's okay. It's okay. They have a Landorus, Therian, Heatran, Executor, Mamoswine, a Melodic, and Salamence. So I really like Zamazata here. It's very safe against this team. Obviously, you have to be careful of the Executor, but it would be very difficult to bring the Executor in the face of a High Dragon and a Jirachi and a Mew. Less likely carrying Shadow Claw, so don't expect it to come. Um, I like Jirachi as well. I think it has a lot of play. Has to be careful of the Heatran. Well, Heatran would absolutely destroy it. Landorus, which is usually not that bad because typically they carry Superpower and Stone Edge. Obviously, they can customize the moveset here, but Superpower and Stone Edge look honestly like Earthquake actually looks pretty good here. I'm not sure what you need the Stone Edge for. I guess for the opposing Landorus, and then obviously does well against the Salamence, the Mamoswine, and the Executor, but I doubt the Executor is going to come. And I like Mew here with Surf and Wild Charge. I think Surf obviously covers like 3 of the Pokemon, Landorus, Heatran, and Mamoswine. And the Wild Charge covers the Melodic and the Salamence, and then you really don't need too much to beat the Executor. So, but let's go ahead and get started and see how these battles go. We're gonna have Zamazata into Landorus. Not the best matchup. Certainly not the worst, since it does resist the Stone Edge. But you're not certain what moveset it's going to be carrying. So throwing the Crunch, which is going to deal neutral damage. Obviously no stab on the Crunch, but that actually does quite a bit. I'm going to try to catch onto the Mew. Unfortunately did not. But this is a very favorable matchup given that it does have Wild Charge. So this is definitely a Surf, which it should be able to easily tank. The Wild Charge probably doesn't one-shot, but would put it pretty low. And actually having Psyshock, not typically the moveset that I would expect to see, because I'm not exactly sure what Psyshock does that Surf wouldn't. It's like literally nothing. Guess like neutral against the. I really don't know, because anywhere there's neutral, the Wild Charge would do more, even though it does have stab. Interesting coming the Jirachi here. I would expect a Snarl down would have been better, but you do have some energy already. Okay, here comes the Landorus. So gonna let this go. It's gonna be a superpower. The second superpower would KO though. Probably let this go because they did click on the Doom Desire. If they would have did commit to the farm down, then maybe it would make sense to keep it. Gonna have to shield something. So I agree with the shield, even though the superpower wouldn't do very much damage. And then here comes a Salamence. We're gonna see whether or not Salamence can take 2 crunches. Oh, defense fall. That means the second crunch will definitely KO the Salamence, and then just gonna be able to throw another crunch into this Landorus, and this can be GG for the first game. My loyal dog walking around in the back. All right, seeing the fellow dog being in the battle. Okay, so here with no Surf really hurts, and revealing the Psyshock was very questionable. And gonna go into Jirachi. You have to be careful of bulldoze, but honestly, I wouldn't shield this. Like bulldoze does not that much damage. They actually bait. Probably could have farmed up a little more there still. This Dooms are obviously going to do super effective damage. Probably would KO the Mammoth Swine, and then we're gonna throw the Doom Desire. They did show both moveset. Did they show this? They did show the Stone Edge, right? Obviously, not gonna shield it. Maybe they only show the superpower so far. Can't. I assume that they have Stone Edge since they superpowered the Jirachi. Oh man, here comes Heatran. So gonna immediately switch, and gonna go for the bait here. I'm not 100% sure on this bait. They do have two shields, but they end up calling the bait. And man, they brought three Pokemon weak to water because this Mew does not have Surf. Obviously, probably just ran out of TMs, or had to do multiple matches at once. Probably could have threw the Psyshock there because they almost certainly would shield this, but it doesn't really matter. You're not going to shield anyways, right? So gonna let this go, and then honestly, could just snarl down this Heatran, and this is game over anyway. So doesn't need shield. There's nothing here. One shots the Zamazenta. It actually has some decent bulk to it, and gonna be able to easily snarl down and win game number 2. Okay, we're gonna see Landorus into Mew. I'm not sure why this Landorus switches out, or switched out in the last game. So switches out again. Okay, going to. I really don't like this switch. Um, I guess because you don't have to shield, but I personally would not shield the Bulldoze anyways. Gonna go for the close combat because if they're running the same line, then you know there's gonna be Heat Train in the back, but maybe they're predicting that there's a different line. But honestly, Zamazata is like safe versus this entire team, except for the Executor. Even the Executor is still playable. So gonna get farmed down, which is obviously not great. Gonna go into Jirachi, predicting the Stone Edge. And they do go for the Stone Edge. Gonna look to. Was trying to catch superpower there, but I think you can reasonably predict what's going to be in the back, which is gonna be. Oh God! Okay, barely getting the Psychic. Psychic is only single resisted. The Doomsire is double resisted, so the Doomsire wouldn't do that much damage. But honestly, neither does the Psychic. But gonna go for the Wild Charge. Last time this person called the bait. Let's see whether or not they call it this time. No, they shield this time, but you just build up to double. Okay, honestly, you probably should just build up double, but because dropping the defense earlier is not that advantageous, but it really doesn't matter because Mew has enough health, and they're not going to be able to generate enough energy here. And this Wild Charge would do a good amount of damage to the Heatran. But here again, this is another example where Surf is the correct move, and we're going to see a farm down. It honestly doesn't really matter here, to be honest, because they're gonna superpower, and they have a Doom Desire already, which would definitely KO the Heatran, but it doesn't really matter here. So, nice play. Now we're up 3-0. Let's see whether or not we can complete the 4-0. It's gonna be Jirachi into Salamence. Obviously, a very dominating matchup. We're gonna see what this. Gonna try to catch the move there. Obviously, it's gonna be a Stone Edge. Which should do about just about half. And gonna throw the Psyshock. Would probably just barely live this, but would potentially get farmed down. So I like that shield there. And then this is definitely not gonna KO the Landorus, but we're gonna see a farm down. And then definitely could wild charge this Salamence. Doesn't have to throw right away. It's probably better not to throw right away. Okay, gonna go for the Psyshock, which I think is okay, right? Because they're both neutral here, but the Wild Charge is base 100. I think the Psyshock's like base 70 or something like that. So stab would be like 84, like times 1.2. Oh man, okay. Well, here comes the Heatran. I think this is fine though. Okay, well, if there's ever a time to take it, now is to take it. Time to take it. So they take the flamethrower. Um, gonna build a 100, over 100, to be honest. But I don't think that losing that 4 energy matters when you're going to 3 cycle. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and then no fire spin went through. If fire spin did go through, you can just transfer it. And then going to be able to close combat. And then fire spin did go through that time, but this close combat definitely going to KO, especially after the defense drop. And that's going to be GG. We're going to pick up a nice 4-0 in round number 5. So I'm going to see everyone in round number 6. Now we are on to round number 6, going against Dr. Dave, who has Zapdos, Snorlax, Swampert, Machamp, Steelix, and then Mega Pidgeot. Honestly, Mew kind of difficult to run here, mostly because of the 2 normal types. Depending on what moveset you run, I guess you could run Volt Switch, but then you would have a much harder time against Swampert and Steelix. Samazata looks like actually pretty decent here. Doesn't really have any hard checks here, and then Hydreigon also looks pretty good here. Just have to be careful of the Machamp and a little bit of the Steelix, but otherwise looking pretty safe here. And then Jirachi. No, the problem is here they're for sure gonna bring Swampert. There's no checks to Swampert, so it's gonna be have to tag team the Swampert. But Zamazata, Hydreigon, obviously Hydreigon can deal with the Swampert. Ooh, gonna be met by the Machamp, which is obviously not good here. Gonna go into Landorus. Gonna be met by the Swampert. But these Earth Powers do quite a bit of damage to Swampert, so this is definitely seems like the appropriate strategy. Definitely not going to shield this. They're going to be able to outpace. We're just going to see how much they're going to be able to farm here. They definitely cannot farm down a Landorus, but you definitely commit to the Earth Power. They basically threw it right away, so we're going to expect a pretty aggressive farm with the Hydreigon. We'll have to shield the Earthquake. So I imagine 1 shield and farm down. If they bait here, this will be really bad. But the Earthquake would do a devastating amount of damage. They need 7 more. I don't know if you can farm. This is a Hydro Cannon, so should be able to let this go. And farm down. And then throw the Dragon Pulse at this Machamp. Oh, actually not going to throw the... Oh my gosh! And that was a close combat. What the heck? Is this an Ice Fang Zamazata? I didn't even realize it had Ice Fang. I didn't. Oh, okay. Gonna go for the bait. If they call this, that'll be a huge call on their side. And then gonna go for the okay. This matchup is full of surprising movesets so far. Um, was that Ice Fang? Okay, okay. I guess we're gonna see here. This is where Ice Fang pays off. It it definitely is Ice Fang. They need 5 gusts to make it to a Feather Dance or Brave Bird. Honestly, the Crunch probably would have did enough damage there, but uh, oh man, yeah, they okay. They cannot farm down this. Honestly, this is extremely confusing here. If they Brave Bird, this is gonna really hurt. That definitely really hurt. Oh, they actually have Volt Switch on the Mew. Um, and then here comes Swampert. Oh man, this is looking pretty bad. It does have a shield advantage. Uh, but can you get to 2 Earth Powers before they get to probably? It's 13, I think, to 2 Earth Powers, and it's 14 to get to 3 Hydro Cannons. Um, but we'll see whether or not this actually KOs the Swampert. Landorus hits pretty hard, but I'm not sure this is going to be quite enough. And the Hydro Cannon definitely not going to be... They got a free mud shot there, but... I think this is gonna be game here, and here comes the. Oh man, I don't think a Psyshock would have KO'd there anyways. So they do close combat here, and then gonna be able to Earth Power, and this will certainly take out the 2-stage defense dropped Machamp. But they're gonna get Mudshide down by the Swampert. Um, I don't know really know what to say here. Okay, this is a very favorable matchup for the laner since it does single resist the Thunder Shocks. Obviously, they can and they have super effective Rock Slide, which is the more important component here. They will get hit by Drillpex, and laners actually went CMP versus the Zapdos, but Zapdos will be able to make it to the second Drillpeck before the Rock Slide. So. Oh, catches the move. Okay, very nice play. Um, gonna go to Hydreigon, and then interesting bringing two Pokemon weak to Hydreigon. So assume we shield here. They do, okay, and then go for the farm down. There's no way they make it to the second one. 3, 4. That's okay. This is just a Hydro Cannon. We'll be able to farm down. The Zapdos does have a move, a Drill Peck. But I don't think it would come close to KOing. Oh man, here comes the Machamp. Okay, this is a pretty interesting situation. Gonna go for probably not gonna make it to the. Definitely just gonna go for the Dark Pulse, which I don't expect the shield to come up because it definitely does. Oh my gosh, the shield did come up. Okay, Zamazata here. They do have a Drill Peck. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what was happening there. Gonna let this go. They do Rock Slide. Doesn't KO, but they're gonna be able to farm down. Oh man, this is looking pretty rough here. You let this go. They're gonna switch. You definitely farm down the Zapdos. Zapdos is like 2 away or 3 away from another Drill Peck, so they shouldn't be able to survive here. I just don't know if you. Well, let's see. Probably, definitely gonna be able to take out this Machamp. I think this is 2-1 right now. Probably should have been 3-0, but some very weird play. Okay, they're gonna go Jirachi into. Obviously, you should have 2 answers. Oh man, this. Okay, this Ice Fang. Okay, gonna go for the bait. We're gonna see whether or not Dr. Dave is gonna shield this. Does end up shielding. Does get the defense drop. Honestly, just double shield to farm down. Okay, gonna not shield. I'm gonna farm down with Jirachi. I guess the thing is like they got rid of the one Hydreigon counter out of the way. You definitely don't shield this. It's gonna close combat. It's pretty much that one confusion is gonna delete the. You definitely need to switch as soon as possible. And gonna be met by the Steelix, which is obviously very bad here. This is a crunch though. Let's see if the defense drops. No defense drop. Gonna go for the Dark Pulse. The Steelix definitely will be able to tank the Dark Pulse. It's a very tanky Pokemon. Okay, good. I think can make it to the. Yeah, definitely will make it to the Dark Pulse, even though the defense did drop there. Hopefully that Dragon Tail does KO, but oh, they do shield, which is very good. Obviously, you're gonna look to farm and need to get to the Psychic. Have to shield this, but the problem is the Steelix might get to Crunch. Ooh, okay. You really kind of just have to throw right away. Like I don't think there's any point in farming up extra. Because you're either gonna confusion it down in time. There's no way you're gonna be able to make it to a move. Oh my gosh! I guess that honestly, that the extra confusion did actually end up pay off. So I eat my words there. That actually allowed them to win the game there because it meant one less confusion. So that extra farm did matter. I thought the Steelix was actually a little bit closer to the crunch than it actually was. So really, really nice play by Heartbroken Kid and picking up a very nice 4-0, and we're gonna head to the final round. All right, we are in the final round. Of obviously coming off two dominant 4-0s going against Waleed J, something like that. Anyways, they have Magnezone, Scizor, Conkeldurr, Darkrai, Arcanine, and Gengar. So the first three, I think Mew is quite strong. The last three, I think Mew can definitely struggle against. But I think High Dragon, Mew High Dragon is probably the core that I would run. But looking at Heartbroken Kid's team, it doesn't look like that's what they're particularly favoring. The Landorus is pretty interesting. Certainly could be very effective as super effective mud shots against three of the Pokemon, and then can hit neutral against everything. So I think that's pretty strong. And they're also favoring this Jirachi, which the confusion damage actually obviously does a lot. And then the Zamazata obviously looking pretty good too. It doesn't really have any Pokemon that really hard check it. So we're gonna see the Scizor. They should be fine here. The Fury Cutters are resisted. They will have to throw the Iron Head because both X-Scissor and Night Slash should be. Oh no, or it should be resistant. Oh, they did get the boost though. This still doesn't do that much though. I wouldn't shield it. Probably bring them down around half. Oh my gosh! Okay, come on, game. Come on, game. They don't need a. Okay, I know this is a favorable matchup for. So they probably don't need the double boost there. Okay. Nice no shield by the opponent. Probably gonna have to shield this. And gonna throw the crunch. This crunch is definitely KO. Okay, and we're gonna see what's gonna come in. Maybe the Conkeldurr. Yeah, the Conkeldurr gonna come in. Gonna throw the close combat for sure. Oh, this is a shiny Conkeldurr. Kind of looks like the Red Hulk. It does do a lot of damage, and obviously you're gonna go into Jirachi. Dynamic Punch would be neutral. I think definitely can take it. I definitely wouldn't shield because this Jirachi is like specifically for the. Oh my gosh, they Stone Edged for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Um, that was weird. Gonna let this go. This is a Dark Pulse. Um, Again, I'm not entirely sure. Gonna bait, or maybe go straight Rock Slide. Um, yeah, it looks like they're choosing to go straight Rock Slide against this Darkrai. And then just gonna throw Doom Desire. This should just be GG. The Earth Power probably would allow them to Confusion down because Darkrai is super glassy, and they do have the Dazzling Gleam, if for late game reasons, and it kind of makes sense for. Well, if the Arcanine comes, then it'd be a little bit problematic with no Psychic. Okay, well here's the Arcanine. The Arcanine will certainly switch over. There's no way it stays. Okay, it is staying. Arcanine is very glassy. Maybe they're gonna throw the flamethrower. Oh, defense did fall, so the rock slide will probably be enough. I personally wouldn't shield this, but in case they crunch, they throw the return. What the heck? A return Arcanine? Um. Okay. Okay. That was okay. You definitely let this go. Um. They do Night Slash here. Hopefully they don't get another boost. You definitely come Zamazata here, and they've well, they haven't showed that they have X-Scissor, right? They're just showing straight Night Slash. And this is looking really good right now. Definitely just throw both close combats. Should win CMP over. It'll definitely win CMP over Scizor here. And I think you just honestly this is literally game over here, right? You just throw close combats, shield S. I actually would be able to live the Dark Pulse there because it's resisted, even though there are 2 stage dropped. It actually would be pretty close there, but this close combat will almost certainly KO the Dark Cry, and they're going to be Dark Crying back to the corner. So picking up a very nice 2-0. This is looking pretty clean right now. Gengar. So Gengar is actually okay. Super effective mud shots. As you see, these mud shots are really tearing a new hole to this Gengar. Surprised the Gengar actually didn't throw yet, because they have enough for the Shadow Ball. And they should win CMP. Oh, what? They do Shadow Ball here. And the Rock Slide doesn't even need to build up to another Earth Power because the Rock Slide certainly KO. This is a Gengar, after all. Okay. They did get third shielded. Okay. This. Okay. I'm sure they're just not going to shield for the rest of the game. Is what I presume is going to happen. You let this go. And then throw the close comp. Okay. Probably still going to build up. Because nothing hurts here. Unless they reveal an Iron Head. No, they throw the Night Slash again. Here comes Arcanine. Gonna throw both close combats. Arcanine again, very squishy. Gonna throw the Crunch. Okay, they let it go. Gonna switch here to Jirachi just to reset the debuff. And these Confusions are still chunking quite a bit. If they get a boost, maybe. I'm assuming they're just not going to shield, right? Because they got a third shield. But we will be testing out that theory shortly here by throwing this Doom Desire. Also, they have no win con here, right? So this is oh, they do shield. Okay, they they do take advantage of the third shield there. And gonna throw they definitely got third shielded, right? Like there's no way the Rock Slide would did no damage there. And I actually believe that is the end of the battles. Going 4-0 there. I believe that's the last game. Okay. Oh no, actually there's one more game. Yeah, one more game here. Okay, never mind. Okay. One more game to cover. Currently 3-0. Actually don't know if they go 4-0 or not, because I didn't look at the results ahead of time. So this is a favorable matchup. Obviously the Stone Edge is going to hit for neutral damage, but resisting the counters, though it kind of doesn't look like you resist it, because it's doing quite a bit to those Landorus. Okay, gonna shield this. Interesting. They do Stone Edge. Should be able to just Rock Slide and KO. They do get an extra counter in. I'm curious whether or not this Conkeldurr will shield. They do. Switch is pretty important here, right? I agree with this. So gonna look for the farm down. Okay, and we're gonna see what's gonna come in. Probably the Scizor. Scizor really not gonna like this Earth Power, but would live the Earth Power. But would put it dangerously low. Oh, defense did fall. Gonna go for another Earth Power. This Earth Power actually might KO with the defense drop. Oh, does not KO. Oh, we're gonna see this. We're gonna see whether or not they have. Okay, this close combat probably does like 98% to Darkrai, so this will almost certainly KO. And this Scizor gonna do its very best to fight back, but similar to Darkrai, it's gonna be Darkraiing back to the corner. So that's gonna be the end of the battles, picking up a very nice 4-0 to end the tournament and the round robin. Some really impressive run. I really like the OU meta. I really hope they implement something like this into GBL. I would love to see some more Pokemon shine in Master League, besides like Master League, Open Master League, Master League Classic, and Master League Classic Premier. So I would love to see some of these other Pokemons get a shot and could see some interesting use. Anyways, I'm gonna leave there. If you like to, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.